Today, I am putting Larry Bird into the modern NBA to see if Dennis Rodman is correct in a statement he made that has gone pretty viral. Here is a wheel with all 30 NBA teams on it, and whichever team it lands on is the team Larry's going to. Spin the wheel, where it lands, nobody knows. And he is going to be joining the Los Angeles Clippers. Alright, so here you can see I added Larry Bird to the Clippers, and it's looking like a pretty good team with Kawhi and Paul George alongside Larry Bird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate a couple seasons and see how Larry Bird does. Let's get started with season 1. Larry makes it into the All-Star starters. No awards for Larry at the end of the season. He does, however, make the All-NBA second team and the All-Defensive first team, and the Clippers made the second seed. Larry ended up leading the team for the season with 26 points, almost 10 rebounds, and 10 assists with 2 steals and a block. Pretty good start to his career, I'd say. And they'll be playing Memphis in the first round. Let's see how this goes. And they get the easy sweep on them. Second round, they will be facing off against the third-seeded Lakers. And they eliminate them in 5 games. In the conference finals now, they will match up against the first-seeded Dallas Mavericks. Let's see how this goes. And unfortunately, Larry and the Clippers are going to come up short, getting eliminated by the Mavericks in 6 games. And so Larry and the Clippers run ends here to Luka and the Dallas Mavericks. Larry Bird averaged a triple-double with 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists with a steal and a half a game. Dennis Rodman is getting a little scared now. And in year 2, nothing really changes with the roster. Larry Bird is a 97 overall. Let's see if he can make the finals this year. Larry makes the All-Star starters again. No awards for Larry Bird again. He makes the All-NBA second team again, and the All-Defensive first team. Lakers take a big step back, only making the 8th seed. For the season, Larry averaged a triple-double, 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists with almost 2 steals and a block a game. Another pretty good season for Larry individually. Let's see if he can take his team out of the play-in tournament. And he does in the first matchup, giving the Clippers the 7th seed. So the Clippers will go up against the second-seeded Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. Let's see how this goes. And the Clippers pull off the upset, eliminating the Grizzlies in 6 games. Not the first time this has happened between a Los Angeles team and the Grizzlies. In the second round, Larry will face off against another team that pulled off an upset, the 6th-seeded Houston Rockets. Let's see how this goes. And it is a close Game 7 here in Houston as the Clippers need to win this game in order to make their second straight conference finals appearance. Larry down in the post. He puts it up. That's no good. Alperen Sengun with the rebound, and the Houston Rockets take a timeout. The Clippers need to win this game in order to stave off the 3-1 comeback from the Rockets. Jalen Green with the ball. He's driving inside. He puts it up. That is good. Clippers down by 1 now with 14 seconds left as they take a timeout. Zubac inbounding the ball for the Clippers. Here's the Bones Highland. Guarded by James Harden, who returned to the Rockets. Gives it inside to Larry Bird, guarded by Grady Dick. He passes it. It's stolen by Sengun! Sengun intercepts the pass from Larry Bird, and he's fouled and going to the line for 2 shots. All with 5 seconds left in the game. The first one is good. The second one is no good though. And they're not taking a timeout. What is going on? They have a timeout left. The Clippers do not take a timeout, and Kawhi just takes a ridiculous shot from beyond half court. They could have taken a timeout and won the game. What a way to end a season. And so after a crushing Game 7, the Clippers are eliminated from the playoffs by Houston. During his time in the playoffs, Larry Bird averaged 27, 11, 10, 2 steals, and a block. Another good playoff run for Larry Bird individually. Starting off year 3, we have some new changes to the roster. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both are gone, but they added Jaylen Brown and Pascal Siakam in free agency. Very good additions alongside Larry Bird. Let's see if this team can make the next step and go to the NBA Finals. Larry makes the All-Star starters yet again. Yet again, no awards for Larry. He makes the All-NBA second team for the third year in a row, and the All-Defensive first team for the third year in a row. The Clippers make a big step forward, making the third seed this year. Jaylen Brown had just 0.1 more points per game than Larry did, but Larry still had 24.3 points per game, 9.6 rebounds, 9.9 assists, 2.2 steals, and 0.8 blocks per game. Going up against the 6-seeded Denver Nuggets in the first round, let's see how this goes. And the Nuggets upset the Clippers, eliminating them in 5 games. Still no finals appearance for Larry Bird with the Clippers. He has still averaged pretty good numbers for himself though. In the first round exit, Larry averaged 26 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and 2 steals a game. So far, Larry hasn't changed the Clippers' curse of never making the finals. We are now in year 4 and nothing much really changes to the roster except the addition of Brook Lopez. Larry Bird is remaining consistent at a 98 overall. Let's get into season 4. Larry Bird makes the All-Star starters for the 4th consecutive year in a row. Still no awards for Larry Bird. He makes the All-NBA second team again though. He slides back to the All-Defensive second team however. And the Clippers take a huge step back, making the 10th seed. Larry Bird again though had a pretty good individual season. He averaged 25 points a game, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals a game. Let's see if they'll make it out of the play-in tournament. And they do not make it past the first matchup. This is the first year Larry will not be in the playoffs. And so after not even making the playoffs, Larry Bird will enter free agency. It looks like he's very interested in going to the Kings, but the Clippers are right there, still battling for him. He also has offers from the Blazers, Suns, and Warriors, which he's also interested in. And he decides to join the Kings on a 4-year, $275 million contract. Hopefully he can win a ring there. And so here's how Larry Bird's new team looks like. You obviously have Larry as the best player on the team, followed by Sabonis at an 86, Agbaji with an 82 overall, Chris Murray at an 81, not his brother Keegan, and Jared Vanderbilt as an 81. Looks like a pretty decent team, but let's see if it can make the finals. This will be the last year I simulate, so let's see if Larry can go out with a ring. Larry makes the All-Star starters again. Larry still without any awards, so he'll end the simulation without any of these major awards. He didn't even make any All-NBA teams this year. He did make All-Defensive second team though. And his team did alright. They made the 7th seed, but they still have to make it out of the play-in to make the playoffs. Larry with probably the worst individual season, but still pretty good season individually. He averaged 23 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals a game. Let's see if the Kings can get out of the play-in tournament. And they do, they make the 7th seed. They'll be matching up against the 2nd seeded Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round. Let's see how this goes. And the Kings are going to pull off a huge upset, sweeping the 2nd seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. And so after pulling off that huge upset, the Kings are now going to face the Jazz in the 2nd round. Let's see how this goes. And we have a very close game here in Utah as the Kings need to win this game in order to complete the 3-1 upset and move on to the conference finals. KD with the ball, he gives it to Mathurin. Gives it back to KD. Driving inside, he's fouled by Sabonis. KD will go to the line for 2. The first shot is good. The second shot is no good. Game tied at 136. Cook with the ball. He gives it to the corner to Agbaji. The 3 is no good. Smith with the rebound. Gives it to KD. KD driving inside. He puts it up. He's fouled again and 1. Kevin Durant hits the hard layup and he will go to the line for 1 shot. I just saw Larry on the bench. Why is he not in the game? First the Clippers don't call a timeout. Now Larry not even in the game. The free throw is good and the Kings take a timeout. Sacramento down by 3. Boozer bringing up the ball. Gives it to Agbaji. Gives it down low to Murray. Gives it to Boozer. Gives it to Cook. Gives Agbaji the long 3. That is no good. Boswell with the rebound. Minute 50 left in the game. He gives it to Duren. He gives it to KD. KD guarded by Chris Murray. He puts it up. That is no good. Murray with the rebound. Murray trying to drive inside. He puts it up. That is good. Sacramento down by just 1 now with 1:40 left as Utah takes a timeout. Miller inbounding the ball for the Jazz. Still no Larry on the floor. I wonder if he fouled out. KD driving inside, puts it up. He's blocked! Agbaji grabs it. Bringing up the ball. Driving inside. Open lane, and he dunks it! Agbaji puts the Kings up by 1. 1 minute 23 seconds left. KD bringing up the ball for the Jazz. KD working on Chris Murray. He puts it up and he's fouled, but he doesn't hit this time. He will go to the line for 2 shots. The first shot is good. The second shot is no good. Game tied at 1:40 with 1 minute left. Cook with the ball. Cook trying to drive inside on Miller. He puts it up. He's fouled, but he could not hit. Cook going to the line for 2 shots. The first one is no good. The second one is also no good. Game still tied at 1:40. Miller gives it to Durant, who puts it up. That is no good. Chris Murray with the rebound. He gives it to Agbaji. Agbaji driving inside. Gives it to Murray, who puts it up. He's fouled, but he cannot hit. Chris Murray going to the line for 2 shots. The first shot is no good. That is 3 consecutively missed free throws from the Kings. The second one is good. Kings up by 1 now with 46 seconds left on the clock. KD bringing up the ball for the Jazz. KD gives it to Durant. Guarded by Sabonis. Durant drives aside, pulls up. That is no good. Sabonis with the rebound. 30 seconds left in the game. Boozer with the ball. And now it looks like Larry's checking in. Boswell intercepts the pass inside. Boswell lobs it up, and Durant on the other side of the alley-oop puts it in for the Jazz. They are up by 1 now with 20 seconds left in the game. Chris Murray inbounding the ball for the Kings. He gives it to Boozer. Boozer running down the clock. He gives it inside to Larry. Larry on Brandon. Over Brandon. He is fouled, but he could not hit the free throw. Brandon Miller fouls out and puts Larry Bird to the line for 2 shots. The first free throw is good. The second free throw is also good. Utah takes a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. Kings up by 1. Durant inbounding the ball for the Jazz. 10 seconds left. He gives it to KD. He's guarded by Chris Murray. KD driving inside. He puts it up. That is no good. Sabonis with a rebound, and he's fouled. Sabonis with a chance to ice the game. The first free throw is good. The second free throw is also good. 1.7 seconds left. Boswell from the free throw line, nowhere near it. And Sacramento pull off the 3-1 comeback and upset the Utah Jazz, moving on to the conference finals. So after an exciting Game 7 and an insane 3-1 comeback from the Kings, they are facing off against the Lakers in the conference finals. Let's see how this turns out. And the Kings are going to sweep the Lakers, moving on to the NBA Finals. Larry Bird will make his first finals appearance this video. So after sweeping the Los Angeles Lakers in the conference finals, Larry Bird is going to be making his first finals appearance in this video, facing off against the 5-seeded Detroit Pistons. Let's see if Larry can finally win a ring. Game 1 goes to the Kings. Game 2 goes to the Kings. Game 3 goes to Sacramento. And they are going to sweep the Detroit Pistons and win the NBA championship. Larry Bird finally wins a championship in this simulation.
Koi on the beat.
And so as we just saw, the Kings are NBA champions, giving Larry Bird his first ring in this video. He obviously won Finals MVP, only averaging less than 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists with a steal. In this finals run, Larry averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal a game. And so as I said, this is gonna be the last season I simulated. Let's check Larry's stats and see how he did. Stats wise, individually, Larry had a pretty good career, averaging 25 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals a game. He also shot the ball very efficiently. On the award side of things, he was an NBA champion, a 5-time All-Star, a 4-time second-team All-NBA player, a 3-time first-team All-Defensive player, a 2-time second-team All-Defensive player, and he was also a Finals MVP. If you ask me, I say Larry Bird held his own in this modern NBA, and Dennis Rodman was wrong. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and press the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and turn on post notifications so you are notified whenever I post more of these videos. That is going to be it for me, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.